Good afternoon, everyone. This is Henry, and as we get into tonight's video newsletter, I've got two names that I think are worthy additions to your watch list. The first one we're going to take a look at here is CyberArk. So as you know from these videos, pretty much every time I do a daily setup, the foundation of it is going to be a squeeze. So we can look at this and see that this right here is the reason why we start pursuing the signal. It's a way of recognizing a moment in time where a product is more in consolidation, right? Really nice run up here from sub 300, and then we recover the 618 retracement of the decline. And now from a certain point of view, this has all just been consolidation. Now I show you the 618 here, one because it has been cleared, but then also the 786. These are two common proportions that bears will look to see if it can fail, right? If you move up into either of those and roll back over, you might have a little bit weaker situation on your hands. But the fact that we are closing on a daily basis above that 786 and we have a squeeze, this sets up the directional move to the buy side with four targets. The first target is the old swing high, and then we have extensions that make targets 2, 3, and 4. So what I like to look at in situations like these are buying the slightly or even far out of the money options that will be active after they report earnings, right? That'll give us plenty of time to see if the pattern can resolve. Ideally, if we do start to see a really nice jump up, maybe we can also catch some rising implied volatility from those contracts that will be active after the earnings. And that's one of the cybersecurity plays that I'm looking at. The other one is FTNT, and it's always interesting when you start to find these names, and multiples of them in the same sector are squeezing. Helps you think that maybe a directional move is getting ready to be underway. And look at the squeeze that you saw back here. Remember that there will be some noise in here, and on days like this where it's dipping, it's not easy to hold on to your conviction in these setups. But when the squeeze does finally fire, what a great directional move. You can see those dots and that moment in time, and then you can compare them to these dots and the current moment in time. Now notice here where you did have a little bit of a failure at the 786, so maybe not quite as strong as far as those proportions are concerned, but I believe that in time, into and possibly out past the earnings, that you have a very similar setup, that once we are above here, we will start targeting the old swing high, and then we move into these extensions. So if you're looking for ideas for the second half of 2025, I think those are a couple of good ones. We've got a lot more to cover in the premium video newsletter, so we're going to catch up there. You guys have a great 4th of July, and I hope to see you in the chat room on Monday. Hey traders, this is Henry with simplertrading.com. I wanted to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you found it helpful, and if so, be sure to click the like and subscribe buttons down below. If you would like to also see me putting these ideas into action and trading my own account live in front of you, be sure to sign up at simplertrading.com, and I hope to see you in the chat room sometime soon.